Teams are jockeying for position.
I bet you we're
Welcome
not even
inside the
top.
show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Milwaukee Brewers
26 in
cracked
home runs.
16 hits on the day as they took
Yeah,
care of the
no
Rocks
pop
in
in that
Colorado
team.
8-4. As of today, the Rockies are in 4th place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Brewers are in 3rd place in the NL Central, 19 games out of first. The Cubs total 11 hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 8-1. Heading into today, the Reds are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Cubs are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Michael Wacha got the win on the mound, his 14th this season, helping the Cards pass the Buccos 2-0. The win was their 7th in a row. Right now, the Cardinals sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first.
Martin Maldonado is Ubaldo Jimenez, his personal catcher.
Now from an already drenched Coors Field in Denver, MLB The Show is on the air. Today, the finale. Ron Barden will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, if you take a look right here, right-handed hitters are hitting less than 250 against him. He's had his way with it.
Austin Jackson is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now. And Jackson's not offering at that one, and it'll knot things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The first 2 games.
You have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there?
Oh,
or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Damn.
Therefore, it is Blackman, and he's got it for the first out. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Eric, who stands out to you?
Yeah, you know, I think they need some better performances out of Ryan Braun. A lot of his problems are coming on the road where he's hitting less than 250. It can be difficult to stay in a rhythm when you're traveling, but that's no excuse. He knows he can do a lot better.
Hard hit ball to second.
Oh, they got single.
Diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. 3-2, 1 out. You got him running at first.
First inning? Yeah, why not?
He's set. Here's the 3-2.
Oh,
back up
should
the
have had
middle.
him first.
Mayhew towards second. He's got it, and he wisely just steps on second to get the force play.
He kind of got stuck in an in-between position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step on the bag and take it himself. So he does get the sure out, but no shot at the double play.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Shot toward right center.
Oh,
that gets down,
Justin
and the
Morneau's
inning
going crazy
continues.
against the Rockies.
Around third and being waved on home. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
And apparently they're picking up right where they left off last night. You wondered if maybe they'd want to save some of those runs, but it turns out it might not matter as they hit the board first here again in the first inning.
Domingo Santana will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. And here's a fastball called for strike one. For Morneau, he picks up his 6th double so far on the year. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Nice comeback here to get it 0-2. And now you've got to put that early run behind you and make sure that this doesn't get any worse.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. A swinging bunt to the mound.
Oh, please. Overthrow.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first at Coors Field. It's now 1. Ubaldo Jimenez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, you can see right there, he's eclipsed that 200 strikeout number. Really been good this year and missing a lot of bats.
DJ LeMahieu comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Drilled to first. Morneau's got it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Well, they're already down by 1 after the top of the first, so you've got to get yourself right back into this ball game. Punch back a little bit and see if you can get your crowd back in it.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Let's go.
And with a quick breather here, let's look at how the Brewers align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, if there's a ball hit out to center field in this one, and I'm the third base coach, I am not going to send him. He has a cannon out there in center field. Everybody knows it. We'll see if he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. And speaking of the National League's home run leaders, there they are on your screen.
No pop, dude.
And he misses there. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's the K, dude.
That's definitely a borderline pitch there on 1 and 2. I don't think.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're down 1-0. Jonathan Villar will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really nice games mixed in there.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
Playing 11.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw
No
in the
shot.
dirt
There we
at
go.
first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Let's take a look at that play at first here in show motion. He's close to making a great save here. You can see him try to backhand it, but it doesn't quite want to stay in the glove. May have hit him more in the palm, and he can't prevent the throwing error.
In now, Kelly Epps, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he just manages to get his hand in. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit.
Sometimes just the threat of a steal is good enough. He's worried so much about that runner on first that he falls behind in the count. Then he's got to come in with something, and it results in a line drive single.
Martin Maldonado is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
Come on,
Now
Martin.
with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. But one or the other is what you really need.
And reined in, one away. Ubaldo Jimenez comes forward to swing the bat, but he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach it here with one away.
Yeah, and it's not automatic, but the usual thought right here is to stay out of the double play.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Milwaukee leaves one, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Nolan Arenado will
Next time
stand
I
in
gotta
for
have
the
it
first
moving.
time here. 30 home runs for him on the season so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Listen, thinking,
Yeah, and
I
that's
think I'll
the
be back
swing
in.
of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Smoked on the ground left side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. Ben Paulson will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Here comes the first pitch. Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered
Let's go.
pitch, and that's out number 1. So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the right-handed hitting catcher, Nick Hundley. Into the seats, 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Tap foul at home plate.
Come on now.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Swing and a line drive, but that's a foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again.
All right.
Protecting
You got
on
one
0-2, so we'll do it again.
You have 1 more.
And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. We'll get a look at Austin Jackson when we come back. And so here is Austin Jackson. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Austin Jackson.
Chopped foul right at home plate. One and one.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Our pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Ripped down the first base line. Gets dirty and gloves it. Got him.
Wow, made it look easy.
The batter, number 2.
Settling in now, Scooter Gennett. He reached on a single in his first try. Hard hit to first. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Thank God.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Gonzalez is after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring in the former MVP, first baseman Justin Morneau. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back in there.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors.
Get away from my pitch.
Jose Reyes will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Back at it now is Jimenez as he's able to jump ahead in the count quickly here. 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And they really bunch him up
Got him
on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Into the box now, Ron Barden. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
On could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 9.
DJ LeMahieu stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too. Domingo Santana is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
The right fielder, number 16.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Santana.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Now, take a look at a few and see what he's got.
In there, 2-1.
2-1.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth. Jonathan Villar will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Right side hit hard.
There you go.
That is through into right field for a single.
Boy, when you watch this guy, he has had a great approach for these last couple series, and now he's got 9 straight games with a base hit.
Coming to the plate now, Kelly Epps. He singled his last time up, and he'll dive back in.
Just keeping an eye on him.
First offering on its way. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag. Runner at second.
How
with 1
was
man
that a
out.
strike? Oh my.
Runner breaks for third. Not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Digging in to try it again, Martin Maldonado. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Leading off the inning, Charlie Blackmon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Look out over near the on-deck circle as he whistles this one fouled off to the left. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Damn, now Anthony Edwards got hurt.
And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away.
Well, this is the second time he struck out so far, and this is a type of ball game where, you know, it's wet out, the field's slippery, it's a little muddy. Who knows what can happen if you just put the ball in play?
Carlos Gonzalez gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Another good job of getting ahead here. He just seems so locked in right now.
Throw to first will be in plenty of time, and Jimenez is looking sharp now. 2 away. Nolan Arenado will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
The windup and the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They're on the short end of a 1-0. Ubaldo Jimenez will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but
Both of these guys have been just about flawless.
Oh.
Backhanded. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Austin Jackson will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line.
See you later.
Let's go,
Over the
Jackson.
wall, a home run.
Solo shot.
A solo shot here to left. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
406 feet. Thank you, sir.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Jimenez, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Parra is in his tracks now, and there's the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8,
Try the game still something.
Ryan Braun will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. A little bouncer. And he'll pounce on this quickly to tag him out. But the Brewers get a run, and it comes here on the long ball. Ben Paulson will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
I even see that in
Yeah, they pretty much
cafe.
had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Nick Hundley comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Into the box now, Gerardo Parra. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Runners on the move for second. On the ground up the middle. Scooped up, and a throw on to Morneau for out number 2. Stepping up to the plate, Jose Reyes, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side.
go.
Jimenez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Justin Morneau steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Fielder number 16.
Domingo Santana will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
0-1 pitch on its way. And he lays off for ball 1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Makeup call there?
I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Jonathan Villar steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Lifted in the air out to left. Parra has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they hold. Kurt Fenn is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes. And when you're coming off the bench, the rule is get on base any way you can. And the last time I checked, an infield single meets those requirements. It's not pretty, but he'll take it.
DJ LeMahieu is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0.
That rain is really coming down now. That's as hard as it's been all afternoon.
And the runner back.
Just checking.
1-0 pitch on the way. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hot shot on the ground to short, and he'll try and knock it down at short, but it gets on by him. Charlie Blackmon will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. None out, runners at first and second. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Nolan Arenado strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning.
Let's go.
2 left for Colorado. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Kelly Epps is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. All even now, 2-2. Two and two count. Here it comes. Hit to third. Glove by Arenado. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, catcher
Martin Maldonado will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances. First pitch coming. Here it is. Chopped at the plate. Hundley is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The pitcher, number 31.
Stepping into the box, Ubaldo Jimenez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch. In there, no balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Here it comes on 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To short. To his left, Reyes. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down. Leading off the inning, Ben Paulson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to third. 1 away. Nick Hundley will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
Oh, he went.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
And Morneau will just take this one to first. 3 unassisted for the putout. Here's the first pitch to him. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. So a very good inning that time for Ubaldo Jimenez. His guys lead it 2-0. Austin Jackson will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side.
I gotta wait on that pitch.
Ready with the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. This man out for his second inning of work. Did a nice job getting him 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
Scooter Gennett will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball towards the hole.
There it goes, Scooter.
That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his third hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. And he's been a tough out all game long.
Ryan Braun strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The 0-2 pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. You think there was any intent there?
I don't think so. I mean, he's just trying to bury that two-seamer in on the hands. Got away from him just a little bit.
Swing, line, drive.
There we
That's
go.
going to be trouble.
RBI, Ryan Braun.
Around third and being waved on home. The relay. And Braun's going to be in there at third with a triple.
Let's go.
Justin
RBI
Morneau will
triple,
step
Ryan
in.
Braun.
A ground out victim his last time. And that's through, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that will stretch the lead to 4 now.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ballgame.
Domingo Santana will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Jonathan Villar will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Barnes on the move. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just your classic 0-2 changeup right there. And what he's trying to do there is to get that hitter's aggressiveness to work against him. And he just goes fishing in the dirt for a bad pitch and an easy punch-out.
Kelly Epps is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Looking to minimize the damage here. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
First delivery to him on the way. Martin Maldonado is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Back up the middle. That will get through into center field. A base hit. 1 run is scored. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Let's go, Barden.
The pitcher number 31, Ubaldo Jimenez.
Ubaldo Jimenez gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Back to him, and that's off his leg. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Not Jose Reyes will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Brandon Barnes comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game. DJ LeMahieu will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
The 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Well, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Jackson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They still find themselves down 6-0. Austin Jackson is into the box now. He hit 1 over the wall back in the 5th. Hit hard to the right. Just foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Boy, tough slider right there. Had him leaning back. I don't think he could have done anything with that pitch, even if he did swing at it.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 2.
Scooter Gennett steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, these fans will be happy to see this guy leave town, that's for sure. He has absolutely eaten him up here in this series. He delivers again.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ryan Braun is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Liner toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Justin Morneau. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score 2.
Back to the mound and off his leg. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock the ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. By the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. Hot shot toward third, and that's through into left, a base hit. Taking the turn is Braun, heading for the plate. And the run is in to score from second. It's 8-0. Jonathan Villar steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Here's the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Barnes. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Charlie Blackmon will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the night, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Jackson looks up. A leap at the wall by Jackson, but it's out of reach. A home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And they're now on the board, though still well behind. Corey Knebel will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Carlos Gonzalez swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Nolan Arenado digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Outside, 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Jeanette has it on to first, and the Rockies are now down to their final out of the game.
First baseman, number 10, Ben Paulson.
Ben Paulson stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he takes a called strike 1.
And that big 12-6 curveball will work like that. He'll start it out up in the zone and then lets it drop right down to the knees.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch
The
it.
final line score for our ball game this afternoon.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros.
Alright, sorry. 250.02.